Good morning, beautiful souls, and happy Sunday. Welcome back to my channel. I am Miss Psychic D. Please, if you haven't already, please subscribe, please like, please share, please do all those juju things so you can help me get my messages from Spirit out into the universe. All right, I hope you guys have had a wonderful week. I personally have. It's been a transformative week for me. I'm sitting in front of my newly sculptured vision board. I actually want to cover this whole wall. So I've had a very productive week. I am going to share a vlog about that. I was hoping to do videos and that. I give you vloggers credit because I just get up and I just do stuff. So to think, to do it, to film it, to document it, to do this, to do that, kudos to you guys. Kudos to you guys. So yeah, I've had I'll do a little video about it later anyway. As those who follow me regularly know that I'm going through my own transformation, so to speak. So I'm at the hairy end of it now. Kind of like all the changes you make, you know, obviously all the detoxing and all that sort of stuff, all the signs and symptoms come out. So yeah, it's been an interesting week. I've learnt a lot, and honestly guys, I have done a meditation before bed using binaural beats for every night for the last week, and I swear to God, the difference it's making is like unreal. So if you want to do yourself a favor and get some help from the universe and spirit that way, do it. Seriously, it is seriously taking the edge off me, something cruel, especially when you release habits, addictions, and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, let's get into it. Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you all again for returning. This obviously is a Mass Conscious Collective guidance reading. So this is insight for us as a collective consciousness for the week ahead. If the information that I'm about to share doesn't make sense to you, just leave it alone. What it can also do is, because I'm reading energies, it may actually be relatable to someone around you who may be going through the same things. So take all this information with an open mind. Last week I did share the release and replace process with you all. That's what I did this week and stuck to my guns. Shared a live video over on my Facebook on how to use the release and replace process. I have put a free downloadable template if you want to get started. So all you have to do is watch last week's video. Maybe if you're on Facebook, check out the live on how to actually do it, and download my free printable, and you can get started straight away. So that's what I hope to do from this moment forth. For those who don't know also, that I'm actually doing a podcast, so to speak, starting from next week as well. So every day from Monday to Friday, I am going to be uploading self-scripts or affirmations or whatever I feel. I'm an intuitive writer, so anything that I feel is a message to help you with your internal dialogue and your mindset and your self-esteem and all that sort of stuff. It has saved my bacon many a times. I'm going to get on and record those for you as well. So one more thing, for those who have joined, and if you see this, if you've joined my 5-day Empower Your Sensitive Self program, it begins tomorrow. So thank you so much to everyone who's jumping on board. But please, if you can check your spam and junk folders, your link to the group is in there. And if you're not part of the group, then you're going to miss out on all this content. So please, please, please check your junk, your spam. If not, contact me and I'll send you through the link personally. So you've got to be in there from tomorrow. Anyway, let's do this, eh? Oh, okay, Spirit, can you use all my senses safely, securely, and full protection of the Mass Conscious Collective, myself included? Something that we need to know from this week forward. This moment forward even, for this week. I just said I'll move close to the table to fall off, and look what happened. So obviously that's our message. That's how I work. That's how I pull my cards every morning over on my Facebook page for our tarot guidance. Whatever falls out, I believe, is meant to come out. So we are going to get straight into it. All right, so we did get the You Are Good Enough card. So a lot of you may be working on your self-esteem. It's so funny because I intuitively knew that. That's why I'm getting on and doing these self-scripts or doing anything that I can to help empower you, to help you understand and fully embrace the fact that you are good enough no matter what you do. We are heading into a time where so many people are going to be doing things in so many different ways, unlike it has been in the past. So it's it's time to be very mindful that just because you do something differently, it doesn't make it wrong, and it doesn't always make it right either. It's just that's your way. So Spirit is saying embrace your way this week. Please embrace your way. Do not compare yourself with anyone. Don't be jealous of anybody else. I know it's easy for me to get on here and say, don't do that, and all that sort of stuff. But if you could start managing your emotions and your vibration into the space that you are good enough and that someone out there does have what you've got to offer. Spirit had told me right from the start, because I compared myself to all the hot notches, like these people that I put on my vision board to have a reading with. They told me, you may not know as much as some, but you know more than others. So go and help those others. So that's really important. Embrace your uniqueness this week, you guys. Some of you may have to be bold and make the first move. So like I say, we are heading into times where we're going to have to do things differently. We are being encouraged to do them differently. They just said make sure it's from a higher vibration, obviously. So some of you may be making a first move on something this week. This may be in the form of your own closure. So you may send that a letter of apology or simply just express how you're feeling to somebody. You may actually be handing in your resignations. You may be applying for new jobs. You may be actually reaching out and telling someone you got the hots for them. Whatever it is. But, if you want something in life, it's time to grab it by the balls and go and get it, you guys. Go and get it. YOLO and all that. Because as I'm talking and I'm connecting with spirit, my energy is picking up. It's getting momentum. So really make sure that you're inspiring yourself this week as well as embracing your unique self. So we did work through your fears as well. So it is a time to face your fear and do it anyway, so to speak. As I say, fear is false evidence appearing real. So I would really focus on your mindset. Like I said, I'm doing these affirmations and self-scripts to help get you going. Honestly, it takes practice. Like I was doing these binaural beat meditations, healing meditations, all this sort of stuff all week. Didn't really feel much of a difference for the first 3 or 4 days or whatever, but it's really been this morning and yesterday that it's real. I can actually feel the difference. So don't quit before the magic happens. That's what most people do. They say, I've tried that, Dan. It didn't work. And I said, how long did you try it for? And they go, a couple of days. And it's kind of like, you got to remember, you've got a momentum going. You've already got a habitual lifestyle going. It's going to take you a little bit of time to undo that and do something new. So work through your fears this week. Embrace your unique self. Somebody out there wants what you've got to offer, whether it's a product, a service, or anything of that nature. And some of you may have to be bold and make the first move and go and get it yourself. All right. So don't let your past hold you back. So remember, focus is important. If you're focused too far in the past, it can cause depressive feelings. And if you're focusing on everything that's gone wrong, obviously you'll manifest more of the same in different costumes. And if you look too far in advance, it makes you anxious. It speeds up your momentum too much, and you feel anxious and hesitant. And this is where procrastination comes in. So please come back to your here and now. Know that you are good enough. Be bold. Make some first moves. Start working you through your fears, and please surrender to the divine. If you can't do anything on this physical planet right now, please surrender to the divine. If you are having problems, issues, concerns, or whatever, write it on a letter, pop it in a God box and say, Spirit, please take care of this. Please take care of this. Listen to meditations before you go to bed, because I swear to God it works. And what I love about it is that sleep is the only time that most people are least resistant. So that's the time that it's actually going to penetrate and actually work. So, do that this week, you guys. And if you've been doing it, keep doing it. Keep doing it. But we'll get into some wisdoms now. Believe it or not, the vibration of the planet is rising. And me being very sensitive, when I get in connection with that type of energy and then I get in connection with source, holy dooly, I feel like I'm a frantic mad woman in a good way. All right, let's get some wisdoms. None of them want to seem to fall out or anything. So Spirit told me, spoke too soon. All right, so we do have a change in the wind is coming. So it is coming, guys. I know I've been bantering on about this and we've been bantering on about this, but I'm reading from Mass Conscious Collective. So it's taken a bit of time for some people to catch up to speed. You know what I mean? It's people are waking up, but it's slowly. So that can be very frustrating for someone who is fully awake and fully aware and fully in this self-development, law of attraction type energy. But please keep focusing on yourself. Use the power of your example to teach others how to get from here to here. That's all I do. So there is a change in the wind. It is coming, whether you like it or not. We did get fork in the road as well. So some of you are. Watch those beliefs. I take 2 steps forward. I take 3 steps back. none of the options in front of me are any good, I'm not satisfied or whatever, start scripting your story. Start telling the story. It's okay to come back to yourself just for a little while and surrender to the divine and start working with Source first and foremost. They will give you your divine downloads. They will orchestrate things on your behalf. Everything happens in divine timing, so don't try to speed anything up and don't go too slow either. Come back to your now and wake up each day and just say to yourself, what can I do today that's going to make me feel better? What's my next best logical step for me? All that sort of stuff, and just start doing that. We have the chaos and conflict card. So look, if you're an active participant and a deliberate creator, you are coming out of this. You know I'm very hard on myself because I'm a perfectionist, and if I can't do it perfect the first time, then I just don't do it at all. But I've learned over the last probably month or two to sort of let that go. Nothing's ever perfect. I don't give a shit if anyone judges me for it. I'm a real person. I embrace who I am, understand that I am unique and I do things in my own way, in my own time, and all that sort of stuff. I think that's the lesson for everyone this week. But if you're not addressing this type of vibration that's happening within you, you're going to create more chaos and conflict for yourself. So the only purpose of chaos and conflict is to understand what you don't want. If you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. So it's time to start, shifting your little boatie and start going downstream where it's a bit of a smoother ride, rather than trying to sit in your canoe and paddle upstream and go against the current and create more chaos and conflict. They just told me too that if people have been having health issues, that there's going to be a mass healing or something, and something's going to people are going to get better, if that makes sense. So if you are experiencing health concerns or whatever, obviously you need to release the resistance to the pain and suffering and all that on this planet, and actually focus on healing, because it's coming down. They're showing me like a big fog that's coming down. It's actually more so around, but what's everyone's doing that I notice, especially if you are a big social media nut or whatever, is everyone's focusing on what's happening up there, and you'll know what I'm talking about. So, everything in life's intention. Everything in your life is through your own thoughts and beliefs. So if you believe that all this is coming down, then that's how it's going to be. If you see it all and go, it's loving, it's healing, I'm being blessed, it's all coming down, I'm being soothed, I'm being nurtured, I'm surrendering to the divine, take the wheel, Jesus take the wheel, as I say, and all that sort of stuff, then you can expect a more of an improvement in your physical health. Some of you are stuck in this never-ending story. So if you are stuck, and you keep telling the same old story, all that sort of stuff, you've got to change your tune. You just got to change your tune. You can just start off by doing one daily practice that's going to empower you. You can listen to my podcast starting tomorrow. You can come and follow the guidance on my Facebook page. It's all free. You can come back and watch these videos. All that's free. If you want to go more in depth, book a reading. Let's get you started. Stop locking your heart away. You deserve everything that life has to offer for you. You don't have to do this alone. There are so many communities out there that are so welcoming and so forthright in their wanting to help and be of service and nurture and heal and all that sort of stuff. Get amongst that. That's a choice that you need to make. Absolutely, reach out for support. The leg up, the support is coming. First and foremost, we are being supported by divine right now, heavenly. Like I can see it. It's like a pink mist that they keep putting over the top of me. And if you inhale that and exhale the negative thoughts, inhale the love, exhale the negative thoughts, all that, and you do those sort of practices, honestly, there's some sort of physical support that's going to come in for you. Could be a magical cure to something you've been having physically. Could be that dream job. Could be that house you've been looking for. Could be just someone who actually sits and listens and understands you. It could be anything, but there is support coming in. So we need you to release the resistance so you can open yourself up to receive. Exchanging gifts. This come up for July in the July overall reading in my Patreon group. July, we are coming into a time of exchanging gifts. So this is reciprocated energy. This is you will have come back to you what you've been putting out there. So if you've been a thief, you've been stealing joy, you've been stealing money, you've been, taking advantage or anything of that, then that may just happen to you in July. And that's karma. This isn't revenge. I'm not going down the ego lines of things. This is how energy works. What you put out there comes back. So some people will be getting a taste of their own medicine, which will cause the chaos and conflict this week. Or if you've been putting out positive juju, random acts of kindness, nice compliments, financial donations, anything, just even giving someone your time and your energy, volunteering yourself or whatever, you are going to be rewarded. It's part of this leg up that's coming in July for you. So That's very exciting. So if you want to be part of this reciprocal energy, start treating yourself well. Start feeding your thoughts and a mindset positively. So that in turn influences the way that you feel, and the way that you feel, if you're feeling a little bit more upbeat, feeling a little bit more physically able, feeling warmer, got a bit of a spring in your step, all that affects I'll be speaking about that in my program next week. So those who have joined, you'll benefit from that. But it's basically what you put in your auric field, it's going to come back to you. So only put the good shit out there. All right, let's get into some tarot. Ooh, hoo-hoo. Let's take a good drink. I love it when they just spit the cards out, because it's like, say this, do that. That's how it works for me. So the first card that literally spat out was the Eight of Swords. So at the moment, your mindset or external influences that are less than, that are in lack, that are negative, are what you believe are holding you back right now. Here's the sun. Here's the opportunity. Here's the leg up. Here's a reciprocated energy. Here's the healing. This is what's on the other side, but people are choosing to go here. Life is a choice. You have free will. You use it as you wish. So all I can do is try to empower you with our words and our wisdom to help you make the right choices for yourself. But if you choose this, then so be it. That's what will be reciprocated. But we're saying this is over here. What you're wanting is over here. Please, this week, turn the other cheek, head over this way. It's really important if you want it. Because a lot of people, I feel like they want to manifest something. So Spirit goes, all right, here you go. Here you go. Here's something for you. But it might be a person and they don't have the right hair color. They're unemployed. They're this, they're that. And people are like judging the manifestation that Spirit is saying, hey, this is actually for your highest good. This is for your highest good. So make sure, it's good to have positive expectation, of course, but when you line up with the things that you're asking for, sometimes it's not in the costume. Sometimes it's not exactly what you think it is. I can say you're going to get unexpected money. I've been saying that for a few months, and I've had some people in our Patreon community actually say, wow, I've had this land in my lap. I got credit on my Telstra bill. I wasn't expecting it to come from there. I'm thinking, more clients, this or that or whatever. But it wasn't. It was an unexpected credit. So basically I've got a month's free service because they credited what I would normally pay. So, just open your mind. Keep your mind open to how these things come in. And when things do cross your path, use discernment. That's where discernment comes in. And because I just feel like stuff is going to come in the month of July that is not how you expected it to. So keep an open mind. We did get the Two of Cups. So a lot of you are getting a lot more selfish, which is really good. Not ego selfish, just putting yourself first. A lot of people are going to come in with people trying to sweep them off their feet. The most magical opportunities. To me, this energy is elusive. So be careful of the energy vampires this month too, because the higher you raise your vibration, sometimes if it's such a contrast in the physical reality for people, other people see other people gaining. They see them, feeling better, and then they try to step in and bring them back down to where they are. That happens sometimes. So just be mindful of anyone or anything coming in that may just want to take from you. So use your discernment. I see a lot of you turning your back on anything like this. I really do. So just be mindful of that. It's a catch-22, isn't it? I just really contradicted the thing. The energy of it. It's kind of like you have opportunities coming in and they're not what you expect them to be. It's not in the costume or in the way that you expect it to be, but in the same token, please use your discernment, because what's coming in may be an illusion. It may just be an illusion, or someone just wants to come in and take from you. So it's easy to decipher if you know the person or know them, because you know who they are and what their motives are and stuff. But when it's new stuff, this is the power of using your intuition. If it feels good, do it. If it doesn't feel good, leave it alone, because if it's meant to be, it'll come back. All right, so we just had too many jump out then, so we'll get a couple more of these. Woo! Oh, you guys, check this shit out. The sun, brand new day, brand new opportunities. Sing a different tune. What did I say in this card? Here it is here. It's not quite here yet because the energies I'm picking up from still need to do a bit of tweaking in their energy. They need to start getting a little bit more selfish. They need to start filling up their own cup and then start giving from the overflow of that. When you are in your full element, as soon as something intuitively comes toward you, you know whether it's going to add value or whether it's going to deplete you. So just be mindful of that. But we see awesome change with the sun here. So what's your mindset, guys? This is opportunity. They just said make time for a play date. So make sure that you play this week. We got the Fool as well. So this is massive lesson learning times. This symbology for me always represents that olive branch. So someone is going to be reaching out to you. Maybe you are being bold and making the first move and reaching out to somebody else. It's kind of like, well, if you don't ask, you'll never know, do you? So whether it's coming in for you or you're getting life by the balls and you're going out and getting it yourself, you're going to take a leap of faith. And I'm telling you, I've got a smile on my face because the energy of this is, it's just a stepping stone. It's going to lead to abundance. It's going to lead to love and more and more and more opportunity. I'm telling you, ground yourself. It's coming in. It's coming in. You're going to be glad you did. You really are going to be glad you did. So use your wisdom. The sun and star. Open up that what was I going to say then? Open up that Pandora's box. Start putting out to the universe. Start believing in the universe. Start doing your vision boards. Wake up each morning. Every morning I wake up and I just stand in front of it with my cuppa and I just sit there and I read all the affirmations I've got going on there and I thank the universe for everything I have. I just show so much more gratitude for everything I have. And I pre-pave my day. You know, a great way to set your energetic intention is, I'm going to have a great day. I can't wait to talk to some interesting people. Everything's always working out for me. I love it how money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I love it how I can have really interactive conversations with people and we just add so much value to our lives. You know, there's my dog Benny in memory of my brother. You know, I sit there and I imagine my life walking and training this German Shepherd and helping those that do suffer from mental health illness or anything of that nature. Like I picture the life that I want and I do it for about 5 or 10 minutes every morning and guaranteed it just gives me that little bit of an energy boost. I've actually been doing this so much that I usually get up and the first thing I do is have a coffee. But I'm actually doing this before I actually have my coffee. So that just shows you how quickly your mindset can change. So please place your order with the universe this week, you guys, if you haven't done it already. The Page of Pentacles is a shift in your abundance sector. So there's going to be some more prosperity and joy. These can be gifts because we're reciprocating gifts. So someone may give you something of value. You may get a bit of a pay rise. You may win some money. A lot of people in my Patreon group are starting to receive discounts and credits and blessings and all that sort of stuff. Just bask in the glory when you do receive it and say, thank you, universe, more of that, please. More of that, please. More of that, please. And keep going because the page is it's just about to come in. It's just starting. So we're just getting a taste of it. And I guarantee you that by the end of the year, and I'm actually decided yesterday that I'm going to do a forecast for the rest of 2022. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, do all that sort of stuff. Because we've got the Ace of Wands here too. So this is people who are following their inspiration. They are putting in the energy work. They are lining up with greater, better things. It's going to pay off for you. This is people who are self-employed, becoming very successful. Anything that you want to create in your own empire, it's very successful. This can also, if it's not you as a person, this can be someone coming into your life that exhibits these energies. So like I say, if you need support, if you need to be around people who are doing it, please check in with mentors, get amongst the lifestyle coaches, do all that sort of stuff, especially throughout the second half of the year, even if it's not this week. Just in the second half of the year, really start watching how everyone else is doing it, being inspired by that. Don't copy them, obviously, because that'll fail every time, but you take what you need from those people, be inspired, tap into your creative self, do it your own way, because someone does want what you've got, and this is going to be the success by the end of the year. It's coming in. No ifs, no buts. And I'm excited. But at the moment, yes, we're still working through our fears and, you know, we're still putting our plans of attack. Some of you are starting off small by just doing your vision boards, putting it out to the universe, learning some daily practices that you'd like to do, getting a new momentum going, all that sort of stuff. But there is an element of support that's coming in for everyone this week. So make sure that you are open to it. All right. Oh, shit. That one jumped out. I tried to save it. All right. Worthiness. Worthiness. You are good enough. Please, please, please focus on your self-worth. Do things that add value to your life. Do things that are empowering to you, that inspire you. You know, you may just want to do a week of cooking if cooking inspires you. You know, by the end of the week, you're doing something you love, you're doing something you're passionate about, then you might go, holy shivers, I could actually write a cookbook. I'd love to do that. And then you're inspired to go and do that. And then you might do the cookbook, and then you may, you know, come into alignment with a mentor or a coach or something, and it says, put your ebook online, earn thousands of dollars. And you go, you know what, that's exciting, I will do that. And you get on there and you do that, and you know, that's the process. It's about following your next best inspired step, not thinking, I've got to do that because I want to do that. I want to be a lawyer, so I've got to go to, you know, I was going to say TAFE, you don't go to TAFE to be a lawyer, but you know, I've got to do this and I've got to do that. And let's go into a little bit more loosey-goosey inspired action this week, you guys, because you know that you deserve to receive good in all ways, and you are good enough. It's come out twice. And the fact that they just pulled me to the green in this card, there's the healing that's coming in. I'm seeing it as pink cloud forms, but, you know, the green to me always represents healing. Call upon Archangel Raphael. Okay, so you've got to explore your options. So like I say, explore your options. There's more than 100 ways to skin a cat, and you don't have to do it like everyone else is doing it. Do it your way. Embrace your uniqueness. Embrace your authenticity. It may not make sense to you right now, but I guarantee you in the next 6, 12, 18 months, 2 years, you will understand why, and thank yourself and give yourself a pat on the back and be grateful that you started this now. Okay, so explore your options. Monitor and watch people who are doing it already, what you want to do. And we've got self-employment. So this has been coming out a lot of the time. Just had an orb in front of my eye. So self-employment. If you want to be self-employed, start investing in yourself. Start investing your time and energy positively in that. Say positive affirmations and self-scripts to draw in those wonderful clients, those wonderful customers, the perfect product, whatever it is for you. Get going, because self-employment, that's been on my cards for months now. So if you are self-employed, by all means, it says you're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. So open your heart to magic. Honestly, that's what divine orchestration is. This is what divine timing here is. It feels like magic, and it feels like it just comes out of thin air. And what a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. It's been delivered to you because you got yourself in alignment with it. And the way you get in alignment is to get happy and to do joyful things and to do what inspires you. And all that sort of jazz. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this makes sense. Please don't forget to like and leave a comment, or at least subscribe and hit the bell. Helps channels keep going, so to speak. If you would like to buy me a coffee just to say thanks and exchange the energetic gift, you are more than welcome to do that. If you want to book a reading, all the links are down below. Join my Patreon. I'm just about to jump off here and go and do our star signs. So if you want to join, head over there. And everyone that's joining my 5-day Empower Your Sensitive Self program, I'll see you soon. Maybe this afternoon, or if not, first thing in the morning. All right, guys, I love you. Bye.